Baha. Today we're going to work on food. I'm kind of getting desperate. Like, I build for a bit, then I have to go get some wheat and that. Do a bit more, then I have to go get some wheat and that. And I don't have a lot of wheat, so sometimes I have to, if we go in here, I kind of take some eggs once in a while. Oh, I must have left the chunk loader on. There we go. I break some eggs in here, and then I jump in there and I kill the chickens and a little bit of wheat that I got growing here and magical crop food. So we'll take care of that in a bit. I also did a bunch of building off camera. The build that I did, it's a wall setup. I didn't do it on camera because it's not my build. I will put in the description where I got the build from. So if you do decide you want to ever use it, you can go to K1's site and you can give him the lights and all that. I don't want to take credit for somebody else's build. And I made some changes here. For some reason, the ore will go up this incline, no problem. But the incline that I had over here was a little bit higher because I had to put a buffer chest in because what was happening, what I wasn't thinking was that when I gotta mute my phone. I always forget to mute it when I'm doing this. There, put it on vibrate. Yeah, so what was happening was the ore would kind of stop over here. It was stopping like right here because it couldn't go in the furnace because the furnace, can only hold one slot. So I put a buffer chest in, but the incline was so high that the grit couldn't make its way up it. So with a bit of tweaking, I managed to work it around that it now comes out. It goes up into the buffer chest, drops into the hopper, and then it'll go into the furnace and then I had to put a bigger chest because I was running out of room. You can see I've been doing a lot of mining. I also dug out back here so I could make the item router. Now, I had discussed this last episode, but I ended up cutting it out because my video came like almost an hour long. So basically, the item router, it's a pretty easy build. It's basically the mechanical arm component, like the iron mechanical component, which is just 4 iron and a copper. And then you want 2 treated wood, 2 redstone, 2 treated 4 iron, and you get the right item router. It can route up to all sides, everywhere but down. So right now I'm using the blue side right here is where all my grits are going through. So when it gets grounded, my grit goes into here and it gets routed out this side and then up. And it's got ore dictionary, which I have turned on right now because there are 2 different kinds of ores in here, I believe. And then going out the red side, we have gravel and sand. So I can, I can now make a supply in gravel and sand when I need it. And I don't know if I kept some iron on purpose. So if you put the iron in, like before, it goes up into here. But if we watch it over here, see it shoots out the blue side, it goes in the chest, it gets dropped into it's going to get dropped immediately into the furnace because there's nothing else to compete with. But yeah, so that takes care of that. And just a bit of rearranging there. I still need to work on storage. That'll be next. And so the next step is I'm going to show you the build that I was working on. So let me get over there and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're going to go take a look at the wall that I built. Oh, I also made a backpack. I was running out of room really quickly making things. So the backpacks are pretty easy to make. It's basically a basic backpack is just 8 simple leather. You can make them as double chests. Basically, it's tan leather, which tan leather is, it's basically, 7 string, 2 leather, and then you got to cook it in a furnace. And then that'll give you 1, and then 8 of those will give you a double chest backpack. And you can dye them, as you can see here. If you want like a different color, like magenta, you can dye it. Okay. Now I have chopped down the farm a little bit because I moved everything to its current location. I'm keeping this stuff here for now, but I will be moving it because this is where I'll be putting my chicken cooker soon. I don't know what was causing it, but my animals kept getting out. I took out the 2 tall doors gates because I was doing some testing. And to get rid of tall doors, you do have anything to do with tall doors. You do need to use the tall doors hammer, which means you're making the luavite ingot. So if you go into tall doors, luavite is basically 2 iron, a glowstone, a redstone will give you 4. Now I had to make 2 sets because the hammer takes 5. But with that hammer, you could take anything down with tall doors. But yeah, so basically, I took the 2 tall gates down. That didn't stop it. Then they just kept. I don't know what was causing it. Then I went into. If you go into here, you'll see it. You can open land, and you can allow cheats on. So I turned cheats on just enough to be able to set world. And over here, I reset the world spawn to this spot here. Oh, so it's within the 16 blocks. The animal still kept escaping. So then I dug a pit down, and that seems to have done it. So now the animals can't get out. That seems to keep them in place. Last episode we also did the flying machine, and this is the wall that I made that I'll be living behind. I like carpenter's blocks because you can make the door flush so you don't see it. And this is the inner wall. Right here in the middle will be where my Thumbcraft magic tower will go. Each of these entrances here take you down to the basement, well, the lower deck. And this is my front entrance. This part here will be coming down because I'm going to be making a smaller tower over there, which is going to be my import. I want to kind of make it that I can walk along and then go out into the world that way, or go out into the world that way, and I will be putting something here to protect me better. But for now, this is, when I come in, I can always close this. And if we creep up, you'll see that whatever fights its way through, the mob will of course see these as blocks, and they'll fall into lava pit below. Well, I can keep it open while I'm in. And then if I go up here, this takes me to my opening, to the outer wall, and I can hit each tower. And each tower has its own little area. There's no way to get out. Now, I was debating on using using elevators to, we don't want to quite go there. Using elevators to get down, but I like the feel of the ladder. It gives it more of a medieval look. And you can, of course, get some natural lighting in it. You can see the lava down there. But this is just the upper area. I won't be doing much here right now. We'll move down. So just, like I said, today's all about food. And as you can see, you can take you can go up to here through each section. Now, like I said, I will put in the descriptions the build for this. Okay, I had to put myself on hold for a bit there, so I don't know where I left off, but as you can see up in the corner there, I moved it. But if you keep an eye up on the top corner where the mini map is, it will tell you that when you're getting, like when you're peckish, like you need to bite on something, a bite to eat. So keep an eye on that. But this is where I'm going to be putting most of my stuff. So we've got, basically what I've got is, on this side I've got our wheat growing. And I got, some the fruits here, the berries and the fruits. Over on this side I've been putting the actual foods, like vegetables and that. I'm putting magical crops over on this side, like the actual essence dust. Oh, we got 2 of these now, and we're going to plant these down again. Oh, we got a few extras. Well, isn't that good? You're definitely going to want a couple of rows of these, and at some point we are going to automate this section, but I'm probably just going to have 2 full rows if I can. But you see how insanely fast you can go through hunger? That's why I've been working on this. But today's episode is going to be getting magical crops started and food. So as you can see, I've got the food started on this side. I didn't bother doing this on camera because everybody has seen, anybody who's played any kind of Minecraft with vanilla or even vanilla have seen how the planting work. Even with magical crops, the planting works the same. You take your hoe, you right click, and then you can just put your seed on there and right click. But today we're going to work on actual making magical crops items because we're trying to get away from mining at some point. And one other thing I never clicked in until I was playing with this, but Pam's Harvest Craft gives a pretty powerful item. It's the sink. And they're really easy to make. A sink, you can make different designs, but a basic sink is literally 6 pieces of iron or 6 pieces of copper. You could do, or 6 pieces of steel, like 6 ingots, and then 3 woods of your choice. You can make different designs. You can use stone, you can use clay, and you can use brick. And these will give you different designs of sinks. Now, do I have a bucket on me? Yeah, I do. So basically you just right-click it. You've now got a bucket of water, and that water's still there. You just can't put the water back like you can with a your infinite water source. So today we're going to go in here and we're going to get, do I have one on me? I could have sworn I grabbed it because I knew I was going to need it. Did I put it in here? Oh, there it is. Yes. So for magical crops, you need what are called infusion stones. Now, infusion stones, we'll start off with the weak infusion stone. An infusion stone is a diamond surrounded by essence dust. And we've got, or you can use an emerald, I believe. Yes, an emerald. We'll make it also. Now, the only downfall is this does have durability, so until we can get to the point where we need diamonds, we're kind of stuck with this. We're kind of stuck with the making them. The master, I believe, is the only one that doesn't degrade over time, but all the other ones do. And to make a regular infusion, you need a weak. And then to make a strong, you need a regular. And extreme, you need a strong. And then for a master, you need an extreme. So we now got our infusion stone. And the next thing you want to make is the very first seed you want to make with magical crops is the coal seed. Now, to make a coal seed, we're going to need to make weak essence. And we're going to need a seed. So to make a weak essence, we need... Sometimes when you're picking over there the essence seeds, you'll get some weak essence, but if not, we'll have to make them. And as you can see here, we'll have to make them, which is around the thing. So around the weak infusion stone. So we go like this. Let's say we want to make 4 more, okay? There we go. And okay, so I did turn off the I don't know if this is from the update or what, because I know I got the newest. I know during my testing I was doing different versions of magical crops, and at one point there was degradation, but I think I turned it off because I think it's a little ridiculous to ask somebody to sacrifice a diamond. And I know that when I was playing Magic World 2, they didn't have degradation. They didn't degrade it with use. And I like that aspect of it, and I don't think it's OP. Now, if I would have kept AgriCraft in, I would have turned that back on. I would have made it true where they do degrade. But because we're not using AgriCraft, I decided to turn that off so they don't degrade. Because what was happening was like every 5th seed it was degrading. Now what I do is I like to keep them in there. We got some seeds here. And we're going to need some coal, which we got right here. And we're going to make some coal seeds. No, here. So to make these, we're just going to go bing. So we've now made 2 coal seeds. And basically, it's a progression as you go up. Now, what I'm trying to do is I want to do 2 rows of each up to here. And then we got some extra space here. So we go put our 2 coals in. Now, with the coal seeds, we're going to get the coal essence. As you can see here, you'll get this coal essence from the coal seeds. And with coal essence, we can make different things. We can make, does it show it here? You know, you can make coal essence glass, coal essence bricks for, you know, you can make different decorations. You can make coal essence lamps, which is coal essence blocks surrounded by glowstone. Oh, they're expensive. Coal essence clouds. I guess you can make permanent clouds. Okay. But like I said, we're trying to make our way up to progression. And each progression, you need, I just want to make sure I got it all in there. You need, like, so then of course the first go with that regular infusion stone, we can make, just go here. Slime soul. Okay, we need the seeds. Here we go. So we got the coal, which we're working on right now. So we can make dye seeds to get the different dyes, which will be nice. And they actually really cool the way they work. But they take, yeah, see, and they take weak essence. Redstone take regular essence. Yeah, see, here we go. The reason why we need the coal seeds is because the coal seeds will get us, you need coal to make the regular infusion stone. And with the regular infusion stone, we can make much more powerful, like we can start making redstone. Because to make the regular essence, you need 4 weak essence going around a regular will give you 1 regular essence. And that's why you want to make a bunch of this. Here, like I said, this whole thing is going to be all seeds when the time, hopefully when the time comes. Okay, and then I like to automate this part right here, the essence seeds. I usually automate it with golems because we'll be getting into Thaumcraft soon. And so right now we want to get some coal seeds going. And did I have any? I'll have to get some, but I usually like to mark them with signs so I know what is what. But right now and then this is the essence, the nature essence. This is what I've been wanting to show you for so long. I keep talking about it, but I never do it because I'm like, oh, no, that's not going to work. Oh, no, that's not going to work. So let's go over here. Pull this up. Okay, so it appears that we have a glitch I'll have to look into. When making the magical crops food, do not use the, I'll show you, do not use the holding shift in your question mark, because it will crash the game. You can just push it to get an idea of what you're looking at, but don't do the shift click, because what happens is my game client went down and I had to restart the game. Okay, so I don't think I have enough to make more. Candleberry, no. All right, so as you see, you take one of your essence of nature. You surround it by 8. I don't have it here more. I can get more upstairs, I think. And this is going to give you magical crops food. Now, if you chew on this, it gives you regeneration. It's only for a few seconds. And well fed. I guess the numbers got nerfed a bit, but it's a strong food. It heals like 3 or 4 bars very quickly, and you do get almost a minute of well fed. So I like this food a lot. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to work with Hunger Overhaul installed. I'm sure he's probably tweaked it a bit. I've been saving the bread because there's something I want to make later on in Pam's Harvest Craft. But that is how you can make food with magical crops. You can take all your vegetables and fruits and all that, like take these. Take these. No, don't want to eat them. I'm a huge fan of the magical crops food because it's a way of taking these little berries and turning them into actual meals. Because eating them on their own, they're not that great. They give you a quick fill. But you put them in here, and it can be in any order. Oh, you only can carry stacks of 8. Okay. All right. And I don't know if I have enough room in here for all of this. I'll carry the rest in my bag if I can. I can carry a couple up there. And just keep the rest in there for now. But yeah, so now we've got a garden going. So we really want to get it going good. Now, like I said, if you want to make this medieval wall, I will put the link for the creator K1 Inc. Ken in the description so you can make this. It's not a very big episode this week. It was mostly just getting food together, which we've done, and getting it growing up here. Now, I do want to look into maybe making a mob farm next after Thaumcraft. The reason being is because I want to make these lily pads of fertility, because these will make all of our items, everything within a certain radius, grow much faster. But to make them, they're not cheap, because we have to make 3 fertile essence, which is basically 4 catalyzing glands, which means we have to fight creepers. It requires 2 rib bones, and we need green dye. The problem is I haven't found a desert yet. I might go around on the flying ship and look for a desert, but I haven't found one. Okay, and we got our first basis of magical crops growing. Now I want to get 2 rows of coal seeds going. So let me see how far I can get with that, and I'll be back in a few. All right, so I decided to put all my my essence dust into a barrel, and I'm now, because it would have taken like 3 trips to bring everything up. I just don't have the inventory space right now, so I decided to make a barrel, and I'm now bringing it up to my new area, because I'm hoping to maybe dive into a little bit of storage today, also. Because a lot of the stuff I'll do off camera, but I'd like to show the basis of it on here. And I'm also going to need to make some more. I'd like to make some ender chests. The thing is, I've only got 2 ender pearls, which means I'm going to have to go on an ender pearl hunt soon. I've been avoiding that up until now, because it's just, when you don't have everything you need, it can be a real pain chasing down endermen at nighttime. So I'm going to go over here and put this up here. I'm going to put it right above it. All right, and then I'll put this back in here. Oh, and let's eat some regeneration food. Okay, he really nerfed the numbers on that, didn't he? Smart guy. Okay. So now, like I said, I'm going to make a bunch of coal seeds, and there was one more thing I wanted to show before I do that. Let me get over there, and I'll show you 2 things I also made. It's just another 2 ways of getting food. Okay, so this is an animal trap. Oh, look at this. I got some stuff. Feathers. I got some bones, some chicken and rabbit and feathers. So basically, there's 2 traps in this game. In this pack. There's... if we go here, trap. We have the fish trap and the animal trap. Now the animal trap is just 3 strings, 4 sticks, and a trap door and a chest. And then after you make the trap, you have to put bait in it. That's fish bait. Now there's grain, veggie, fruit, and fish trap bait. Now, depending on what kind of bait you put in here, well, I believe depends on what kind of animals you get. Like if you use grain bait, you're going to get a lot more animals. You'll get like beef in that. If you use veggie, you're going to get, I think, rabbits and things like that, and chickens. And if you use fruit bait, I don't know if I use fruit bait or not, but I'm all out of bait right now. But then you make your bait, which is really easy to make. It's just 3 vegetables. It can be Pam's vegetables. It can be Minecraft vegetables. It can't be Magical Crops vegetables and fruit. I tried, it didn't work. But then you just dig a 1 deep hole and make sure that you got dirt surrounding all 5 sides. And I just marked it on my map here. Like if you look here, I mapped where I put the animal trap. I have 2 of them. I marked one as bait for some reason over here. And here's the second trap. Now this one here I think I put veggie bait in this one. You can tell because I'm getting some beef and some raw venison. We'll take all that too. And I have to make some more bait. And then I didn't take this. I cut all these trees down except for this one here. I got plans for it. Because this whole section over here is going to be for manna beans and crops and that, like for fruit trees and that. But as you can see right there where my arrow here, I put in a fish bait. You know, you put your fish bait in, and look, I got raw fish, and I got jellyfish, and I have to get some room. And you can also use this to make more bait too. So there are your trap. Now, to make the fish trap, it's a little bit different. It's basically a fishing pole, whereas with the animal one, you need a trap door. Fishing pole, the sticks and the string and a chest. Now, the animal trap was a bit funky. I kept making it, and for some reason, it wasn't. It's actually. Oh, we ate some seafood. I had to do it 3 or 4 times before it would make it. For some reason, it just didn't like something. I don't know what it was. Do I have any string in here? I got 2. Two string. Well, we can make some more. And it's going to fall on the ground for a minute while I go over here and put this away. Okay, let's go get that string. And we're also going to grab the string from here. It's getting dark. All right. So to make bait, put these away. I'm just going to, so I'll do it right here. I'm just going to sleep. Put this away. Oh, we got 4, so let's put 1 back. Make some more string. Now we can go with the chest here. That's magical crops. That won't work. So let me grab, I think, can you use meat? No. Can't use meat, but we can use mustard seeds. I'm pretty sure it has to be all Pam stuff. Like we got cranberries. Well, here, we'll make the fish bait. Take you. We got a heartfish, a raw midfish, and one of these. You put it in like so. And there's our fish bait. And then you run back to your trap, which is right over here. I'll end up making a bunch more. These traps work really well. I realize now it would have been a great early game. It would have been a great early game way of getting food quickly. They're not hard to make. They don't take a lot of expensive resources. Can you use the raw jellyfish? I mean, we definitely got to get some sorting system going on here. Like, we got to get it going bad. No, you can't use the jellyfish. It has to be fish. Put our string back for now. Okay, yeah, so it definitely has to be fish to make that. And we got the two traps going. I'm going to make some more bait for those down the road there and get them going. But like I said, right now, I really want to get some more coal seeds going because I really want to get going on magical crops. And for these stone paths, I don't know if they're vanilla or not. They're really easy to make. Yeah, they're from open blocks. It's basically one stone and one cobble will make you two paths. And you just right-click it on the ground and it becomes a block. And it's just a nice way of breaking things up a bit. I want it to be I put the wooden line here. This is done with chisel. Chisel is basically, you guys seem to use chisel, and I'm sure you know, but you just basically take whatever block you want. You'll click on your chisel. It'll bring up an interface. You put your block, and then you just choose what pattern you want to use. This is just to break up the sides, because this is all going to be like food stuff, like, you know, Minecraft and magical crops and Pam's. This section here is going to be magical crops, and probably this section too. I'm planning on making a storage house upstairs coming off my tower. So let's get some more coal seeds going and we'll go from there. All right, let's have a bit of fun and test this thing out. Come on. Yeah, oh, we better open it. Oh, shit. Sugar. Yeah, that hole. Well, that one went down. There we go. So it would appear they can walk on the edges there. He left the... Okay. Well, it'll become much safer down the road. Anyway, so I did a bunch of mining to get some charcoal because I ran out. And do you know that the creepers just don't drop those gland things very often? All right. So I got a few more planted. Well, you'll see in a minute there. But I'm going to take this. For some reason, you can do the seeds just fine. And I'm looking for you. Okay, storage has definitely got to be next on the list. Definitely, because the Thaumcraft will suck without storage, because you're going to need a lot of stuff for that. All right, so we can put the seed there. We got 11 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. Because I'm trying to work my way, of course, to what's going on here. Here we go. I definitely want redstone. Glowstone would be nice. Obsidian would be nice. But iron is one area we want to get to. But for iron, we need strong essence, which means we need a strong stone. So right now, with the infusion stone that we have, with the weak infusion stone, infuse shard seeds. Okay, oh, we can make shards in here too. I wasn't sure if it was Thaumcraft compatible or not. All right. Oh, there's charms in here. Let's see those. Oh, give me a sec. You know what? I don't even have an axe. I mean, a weapon. I lost all my weapon. Oh, yeah, I don't have a weapon. Okay, diamond. So dye seeds can be made from the weak essence. So we definitely, our goal is to get to the regular infusion stone, which means we need the 8 essence coal, which is why we're growing the coal. I like to continue growing coal because coal also makes, do they show it here? Coal coke. It's good for decorating with, but I think it's Magical Crops 4. You can make infused charcoal, which burns twice as long. Yeah, that was Magical Crops 4. So that ought to be enough coal. Like, we basically need enough coal to be able to make the next essence, the regular stone. And then once we make the regular stone, we can start working on making better things. I would definitely like to get some dye seeds going because it's a great way of making dyes. And with dyes, we can have all of our colors in the rainbow. I keep deleting that. Okay, so we definitely have that, but we want to get the redstone takes the regular, glowstone takes the regular, obsidian takes the regular, iron is a new level, that's strong. So that our right now, what we can make with what we have with our infusion stone, we can make coal seeds and dye seeds. As far as I know, that's it. And we definitely want to get to ender pearls because when you're gardening, one thing about we're going to need a lot of gardening to keep ourselves healthy, as you can see, and that takes up a lot of space. And with that, we can make these. If I can get them back up, we can make silos. Now, a storage silo takes an ender chest and 8 regular chests. But this a silo can hold 99 stacks of it can hold 99 stacks of items, which is great for when you're growing a lot of crops in that. But we need an eye of ender and some obsidian things, obsidian, and we need an eye of ender. Now we have an ender pearl. We have 2 of them. The thing is, I don't want to use the 2 pearls I have. I'm trying to hold off as long as possible, because then when I get 2 more pearls, I can make the ender seeds, which uses, strong essence, which is the regular. And we're not that far. I mean, we're not that far away from it. Like you can see here, I made a buttload of. I think I used them all. Yeah, I did. I used up all my seeds that I had, and I need to wait for my crops to grow. Okay. Yeah, so right now we're waiting for that charcoal to grow, the charcoal seeds. I want to make some more, which means I'm going to have to get some more charcoal. I think I can make them right now. What am I missing? Oh, I need more of these. Okay. To make those, we need this again. How many do I need? Let me just get some numbers together here. Okay, I wanted at least 9, but I was able to make 7 more. I have to get some more coal before we go to the next step. And then we can put 3 here. And so I need 2 more, but I need some more coal for that. All right, so that's the next step. So we got our coal going. There's not really much more I think everybody's got the gist of how Magical Crops works at this point. We got lots of seeds. We got this flesh I got to get rid of. So we definitely want to get some storage going. Storage, I don't know if I have time. Let me see how much time I have left. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely out of time at this point. So as you can see, we got our walls built. We got some basic crops going here. You're definitely going to want to make quite a few rows of seeds because you're going to need them. Also, Pam's Harvest Craft. A lot of the higher end like recipes that'll give you that'll saturate your hunger better will be using bread. Like there's grilled cheese and hamburgers, and they're going to make much better. They're going to make much better foods. And yeah, we'll make some of that. And we got our magical crop. We got our essence seeds going, and we can now make the magical crops food, which it gives us a use for our vegetables and berries over there. We got our coal going. Next episode, I would like to get some storage going and maybe some basic thaw and crack. We should have time to do both. So this is Bapaha saying thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you. I'll try to get one more episode in before the holidays, but I mean, Christmas is coming up in less than a week, so of course I'll be spending it with my lovely family. So I'll catch you guys later.